Hey y'all, I'm Kilolo Orisha, youthful goddess. That's the meaning of the name. Thank you for joining me.
Hey y'all, hey.
Let's jump right into it. Today, I'm coming to you with part one of things I found on the internet and decided I was gonna do it. Yes. See this scarf? It's so soft. It's so lovely. I made it myself. Yes. I went on the internet. I saw a lady make it. I watched a video. I watched another video, and I decided I was going to do it. And I'm going to show you right now, step by step, how I made it so that you can make you one too. Loop yarn. I decided to use this because as a new knitter, it is perfect. The loops are already there, so you need 2 of these loop yarns. Then you're going to need scissors and your fingers. That's it. That's all. So let's get started. We're going to start by laying our loop yarn flat on a flat surface. It's very important that you use a flat surface. Otherwise, you're just going to get all tangled up. So I'm trying to lay my yarn out right here on a flat surface. And then I'm going to count across 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're going to lay out 10 loops. 10 loops across. And then the 11th loop, you're going to take that 11th loop right here, and you're going to loop this 11th loop around the back of the 10th loop. So loop that around the back of the 10th loop, and then you're going to loop the 12th one behind the 9th loop, and then you're going to loop the 13th one behind the 8th, and you're going to go all the way down till you hit number 1. And then once you get to number 1, you're going to come back the other direction. You're going to keep going until you get to something like this. So this is after me going back and forth from 10 to 1 to 1 back to 10 to 10 back to 1, going back and forth, putting the loops behind each loop. Now, I'm sitting here right now and I'm just examining my work, and I realized that somewhere down the line, I made some type of error. I don't know what I did, but see that hole right there? But as a beginner, you're going to expect some things like that. I still don't really know what I did, but once I got finished with it, you really can't see it. So I'm just going to keep on going. Live and learn. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm just laying them down because it makes it easier to do it once the loops are laid down properly. So I'm just laying them down, making sure they're flat, and then I'm going to keep on going. All in all, this whole project, it took me about maybe 3 hours, and that's because I'm a beginner, and there were times where I had to unloop and figure out my mistakes and start over in certain parts. But most of the videos that I saw, they said that this could be done in an hour, and I'm pretty sure it can. Once you figure out the rhythm, you'll be able to make this scarf in an hour. Great last minute gift too, by the way. When you don't have anything to do, hey, in an hour you can have a gift ready for someone. So I'm just continuing on, going down from 1 to 10, 10 to 1, pretty much back and forth. It's a good time saver, something to pass the time while you're just sitting around, not doing much. You can watch a movie, and by the end of the movie, you have a whole scarf done. And something I realized too, see here, I'm pulling them. I believe I pulled them a little too tight because once I was done with my scarf, it kept curling up, and I believe it's because I pulled them too tight. But that's another lesson learned. Now, I have finally gotten to the end of my first bundle. And you want to keep going to get it to the desired length that you would like. And once I got to the end and I tried it on, I realized that this is a little too short for me. Some people like them short, but I like it long. So, good thing I bought a second bundle. Snack time! And while you're eating your snacks, go ahead and head over to www.iamorisha.com and grab your No hoodie. I'll put the link in the description. Okay, let's get back to scarf making. So you want to take the end, see that last loop on the end, and you're going to take your scissors, and there's a little string in between there where you can just clip it apart and make it to a little tail. You're going to do the same on the end of the scarf. The last one, you're going to clip it apart to where you have your little tail. There's the tail, and you're going to join the two together by tying them in a knot. So you're going to take one end of the scarf, the other end of the new bundle, and you're going to tie them together in a knot. And you're going to make sure that you tie it nice and tight. Then you're just going to take it, clip off the ends, clip the other end, and then we're back in business. Now, it's kind of out of frame, but what I'm doing right here is I'm counting my rows. Remember I said you want to count to make sure you're going 10 across. Somewhere down the line I missed one, and I realized that I only had 9 loops across. And bam, I found the culprit. I missed a loop. And so now what I have to do is I have to take all of these out to get back to that loop. And so here I am. I'm unraveling, and see how easy it is? That's why you want to use this loop yarn when you're a beginner, because it's so simple. I'm just unlooping it the same way I looped it. I'm undoing it here, and I got back down to that one that I missed. And then I'm gonna just go back through and loop it all back and continue on with my scarf. So now I've gotten down to the end, and I'm going to try and finish my scarf off here. What I did was I looked at a few videos. There are a couple of different ways for you to do this. The way that I chose, I tried a different way. The first way that I chose to try, it really didn't work for me. It was very hard for me to do. So I ended up trying this way, where you just loop the last, when you get down to number 10, you loop it around number 9, like take it over the top of number 9. And guys, when you get kind of caught up, don't be afraid to stop, look at another video to make sure you get it right. Because this ending, it really took me a couple of tries before I got it right. So now here I am again. I'm starting over. I'm starting with number 10 over number 9. And then number 9 over number 8. And number 8 over number 7, and so on and so forth. And see, I'm getting it pretty easy now, but this was literally after I had stopped a few times, watched the video, and tried it again. This was the hardest part because I don't know what was going on in my brain. Maybe I was just tired, but I couldn't figure it out. But again, that's what YouTube University is all about. You can go and watch a video, and bam, eventually I got it together. So here I am getting down to the end. I'm finishing it off, and I'm down to the last one. And when you get back down to number 1, and see, look at that nice finished edge. It looks like a little braid. It's so cute. So now you want to take that last one that you have, and you want to loop it around the one right next to it to tie it into a knot. So you're just going to loop it over, pull it tight into like a little knot, make sure it's secure, and then you're just going to tuck it in your pattern. See right there, I'm tucking it in the pattern. And once I'm done tucking it, you pretty much can't see it at all. Isn't that cute? Doing the same thing here when I'm leaving one extra loop, and then I'm going to cut it. And I'm cutting it in that tail right there, see? So I have the tail, I'm going to tie that tail in a knot. But first, let me cut the excess loops off. Then I'm gonna knot it and I'm gonna tuck it. And so I'm just tucking it into the pattern, hide it, you know, anywhere you want, just keep tucking it. You won't be able to see it once you get it nice and tucked. And that is it, guys. It is so cute. See the end, and it's nice and long the way I like it. Again, do it to your desired length. But look at that. Isn't it cute? I love it. Bam. All you need is one of these, 2 of these, and 10 of these. And you can have one of these. I love it. Okay, that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you loved it. Go get your supplies and make you a scarf. And then talk to me in the comments. Tell me how yours came out. And if you're going to try it, tell me that too. Thank you for joining me. Like, subscribe, comment, push the algorithm, push it through the algorithm, push it through the algorithm. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. See y'all next time.